Hey, what's up everyone, it's me, SpeedSuperSonic, bringing you guys another video, and in this video today, we are back again to break down the Sonic the Hedgehog Movie 2 trailer. That's right, as I'm sure you all know, the Sonic Movie 2 trailer dropped yesterday. I did a reaction last night. If you haven't seen that, make sure you click the card up above. It's a really fun video. I love the trailer, spoiler alert. I'm pretty sure you guys could guess that. Seattle, Chaos Emerald! Oh my god, look at them! Knuckles, what? I think it looks absolutely amazing, like amazing. But that was just my reaction and my initial thoughts and taking away certain aspects of the trailer that I thought were interesting. But today, we're going to go frame by frame essentially to break down every single thing in this trailer and find Easter eggs that you might have missed, because there's some very extremely obscure Easter eggs. One that absolutely blew my mind. There is a lot of stuff packed in here. So any further ado, let's dive into the Sonic Movie 2 trailer. The trailer opens up in Seattle. We see that Sonic is in that city. We don't know explicitly why he is there though. In the last movie, the main location that him and Tom are trying to get to is San Francisco, and they live in Green Hills, none of which take place in Washington. We know that they didn't move to Seattle because at multiple points in the trailer you can see the house, Sonic is living there, and there's even a shot later on that we'll get to with Knuckles that further confirms that. But judging by Sonic's speed, he might go to different cities or wherever he wants because he's so fast to help out, do whatever, go wherever. And Seattle just might be one of those places. We see him take a bite of a chili dog, which is the first time you can like actually see Sonic with a real chili dog. Like there were hot dogs in the first movie. They weren't like, oh, these are chili dogs for sure, but it was kind of like a small little reference to them. And then he mentions chili dogs in the first movie in like one line.
Oh, that's awful. What did you eat? I think it's called a chili dog.
But it seems like this time around they're really gonna embrace it. Like he's really going to like love chili dogs in this movie, because this movie is just so Sonic-y all around from like what we saw from this trailer so far. And this shot right here, a lot of people who aren't like giant Sonic fans might not get this, I'm assuming, is a reference. And also for the Sonic fans who know what this is, calm down. This seems to be a visual nod to Sonic Adventure, because in the opening of that game, a bunch of water spurts out of the sewers, which is Chaos, the giant water god monster. God, this franchise is weird, isn't it? And while Chaos is most definitely not in this movie at all, because Jesus, that would be insane, this definitely seems like a little nod to that opening into Chaos, which I think is really cool. Like I mentioned, Sonic and Tom are having that talk on the boat, and he says, "You're just a kid," and there's this scene of Sonic riding around on a skateboard doing these tricks, completely messing up Tom and Maddie's house, I'm guessing, while they're on vacation. But what if I told you there was an absolutely insane Easter egg that's in this shot right here? If you look at the skateboard that he's riding, this is the exact same skateboard that's in this piece of Sonic Adventure art from back in the 90s. What? I know Tyson Hess is a giant Sonic fan, and he is lead character designer and storyboard artist on some of the stuff, and he's like heavily involved with some of the decisions and overall visuals of the film, so I'm pretty sure he had a hand in this, or there was some really big Sonic fan working the VFX who slipped that in. I think that is such a cool touch. Like nobody would have known that if you weren't a Sonic fan. I don't know what was going through my head last night when I thought that this shot right here was gonna be like the cause of the climax of the movie. No, this is just Eggman's ship departing from a satellite, because we see it land later on in the trailer. It's coming to Earth now, and in this shot right here you can see Tom and Maddie looking up. I'm assuming that this will be the climax right here, as there were some set photos showing them in these outfits, and also GUN is surrounding them, which if you guys don't know is a military group from the Sonic games that will be represented in this movie. They are part of this. It's assumed that this is the climax of the film right here. And as I'm sure you guys know, GUN has a heavy involvement in the Shadow the Hedgehog story arc, which isn't going to be a part of this movie, just a heads up right now, but could definitely lead into maybe a third installment, almost definitely a third installment, introducing Shadow and having GUN even more a part of the story. So this is definitely setting up for that. There we see our first glimpse at Eggman landing in his ship, getting ready, his new fancy coat. And one of my favorite touches of the trailer is the fact that Agent Stone, one of my favorite characters from the last movie, is actually working at a coffee shop, but not just any normal coffee shop, because he's so good at making lattes. It's called the Mean Bean Coffee Shop, which if you guys don't know is a reference to the Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine game on the Sega Genesis and Game Gear back in the day, which is honestly a really fun game. And then there's this awesome shot of Eggman coming out of his ship surrounded by his drones and what appears to be the new Buzz Bombers that he has, which obviously is a very iconic Sonic badnik. There don't seem to be be any other ones like Motobugs or crab meats or anything like that, but at least what it appears to be is that they'll be heavily featured in the movie, but you never know. Maybe we can see some other cool badniks pop up later on in the film. Also, a really cool touch I don't see too many people talking about. They're not as like out there and like prominent on his outfit like in other Sonic media, but he has 4 of those gold little notches on his suit. They're not giant, they're not huge, giant gold nipple things. That's what we call them. But it is a cool little touch. It is subtle, and I think it makes it look really cool. I love that. And then right here is one of the craziest shots of the trailer. Eggman has discovered a Chaos Emerald, or the Master Emerald. We don't know what it will be just yet. But if you look closely in this cave, there seem to be carvings of owls. And if you guys don't know, somehow, the most prominent owl character, probably in all Sonic media, is Longclaw, Sonic's bird mom. Even though it's implied, we're not sure if she did die or if she is still alive somehow. To be perfectly honest, we don't know too much about Longclaw at all when it comes to like her backstory, legacy, any of that. So this is a really interesting touch, and it makes me wonder, is this on Earth or is this in Sonic's world? Where is Eggman on when he finds the Chaos Emerald or the Master Emerald? We'll have to wait to see what it's called. And then we see an upgraded shot of Tails. His design's obviously been tweaked a bit. He's a tad thinner. His face looks much better. There was something just slightly off about his original design. He looks great here, looks perfect. I love the new additions to his shoes. I think they're so cool. And then what I'm assuming is 2 different points in the movie. We have shots of Sonic and Tails on the tornado, one of them meeting for the first time, and one of them of Sonic and Tails going to that giant green misty cloud, which I'm assuming is being caused by the Chaos Emerald. And yes, they're on the tornado, which obviously is Tails' biplane, or originally Sonic's, and I don't expect for this to be Sonic's plane because he doesn't have one in the first movie. So I'm assuming that Tails either owns this because he's so good at flying the plane, or they acquire it from some kind of airport. And then in this shot, this just screams Sonic. You have spikes flying everywhere. He's running through this like lava type area. There are booby traps and stuff everywhere. I love that. It screams Sonic. I believe the shot of Eggman dodging this blade takes place on the same area, if I'm not mistaken, just because all the booby traps, where else would those be? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that sequence because like just screams like a Sonic game just being brought to like a movie screen. You have the shot of Maddie. We knew that they were going to Hawaii for a wedding based off of, like set photos, so this most definitely is taking place there. There's not too much emphasis on Tom and Maddie this time around, but I'm sure those sequences will be fun. Now, there are many great shots in this trailer, but this next shot is my favorite. It's this shot right here of Sonic and Tails in like snow gear walking into this bar, just the 2 of them. This isn't the same bar as the first movie, but I guess Sonic just really likes going to bars. And then you have like Tails falling over. I love that. I think it's so cute. Now, not only is this shot really freaking cool, but it kind of reminds me of the Gaia temples from Sonic Unleashed. I know that's not what they are, but it just reminds me of it in a way. I think you can see the Chaos Emerald or Master Emerald on top causing whatever it's about to happen. Now, I doubt this, but could this potentially be Sky Sanctuary? Could this lead to a Sky Sanctuary, some ancient civilization coming up out of the ground, and then like a big final battle happens up there? I doubt it, but I think that'd be really cool. We have a shot of Sonic running on water and then snowboarding on what appears to be a broken Eggman drone, and him obviously trying to escape from the drones on the mountain. It's an iconic visual from the Sonic series, so it's cool to see that happening in the movies as well. And then you have your proper in-movie shot of Robotnik in his Eggmobile. And then the last part of the movie that reveals Knuckles, what everybody I feel is most excited for, being played by Idris Elba. In this shot, you can see that Tom and Maddie's house is just absolutely destroyed. It's ruined. I'm really excited to see their dynamic in the movie. Knuckles seems to be absolutely insanely powerful. He just looks great. In this shot right here of him holding Sonic's spin dash back, I'm not sure if this is a reference or not, but in this shot from Sonic X, it's a very similar pose, like an abundantly apparent similar shot. So I'm not sure if that's a reference, but if it is, very cool, Paramount. And in the way that Sonic glows when he's going fast, it's such a stupid way to say it. It seems that Knuckles radiates a red energy from him whenever he is performing his power, quote unquote, which is, you know, strength and power. Eggman being here further indicates that they are working together. In the plot synopsis, we knew that they were working together. And in a lot of Sonic media, whether it's games or shows or even comics, Eggman regularly tricks Knuckles into working with him because he thinks Sonic's done something wrong. We'll see see if that's the route they take. Obviously, they could take a different route with Knuckles' character, but we do know that at least in this point in the movie, or for a majority of the movie, Knuckles will be on Eggman's side. And that's when the trailer ends. Sonic Movie 2 coming out April 8th, 2022. That was my breakdown, pointing out some Easter eggs, diving into things that you could have missed. This was really fun. I love this trailer. I thought it was great. I know this video has probably been long enough already, so I don't want to hold you up too long. Once again, what did you think of the Sonic Movie 2 trailer? And what are you looking forward to most in the Sonic Movie 2? What do you hope to see that hasn't been shown off already? I'd love to know what you guys have to say in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching this video. Feel free to follow my social media. Links to my Twitter and Instagram are in the description below. You can follow those. Mine says look at my life, future content, and all things Sonic the Hedgehog. But most importantly, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. This is the best place on YouTube for all things Sonic the Hedgehog, whether it's video games, TV shows, movies, comic books, merchandise, and more. We talk about all things Sonic here. And to stay up to date on all things Sonic Movie 2, whether it's trailers, breakdowns, news on the movie coming out, news, TV spots, images, whatever, merchandise, we'll be talking about everything. I'm so excited for this movie, and it's not that far away. What, we're basically like 4 months away from it? This is gonna be an absolutely crazy ride. I'm so excited to go on this journey with you, and I hope you guys join me. I love you all so much, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.